Hello, everyone. This is Dan Matter coming at you from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and welcome to The Magnet. First Night. This game was sent to me on my Twitter page by a guy named Sylvester Hansen, who's known as Adi Flati. Adi, I'm sorry if I butchered the name. He's the guy who made the Unsaved Chapter 1 and 2 that I played previously. So, without any further ado, let's begin. Let's see. We're gonna go for new game. Click anywhere on the screen to advance the story. Click the icon in the upper right. Alright, let's get to the next menu. First Night. The sweat on her brow is making the mask stick uncomfortably to Teddy's face. The mud underfoot swallows her feet, so that each step is a chore and accompanied by a sucking sound. Ew. The empty windows from the towering building are either a side stair down like giants waiting for the next meal. And dawn is approaching fast, way too fast. Teddy knows that she will have to find shelter soon, but every building for miles have been in some kind of factory or warehouse. What should I do now? Should I keep walking? Well, fuck. Teddy looks around. This place is a dump. Teddy eats herself up for not leaving the city through a suburb. Jesus. They can be harder to get around in, but abandoned and houses always have been. There are only downsides to suburbs. Okay, I cannot hear myself. Down to the suburbs is that she might run into a previous owner of the house, decomposing in the corner somewhere. Still a bed is a bed. Teddy looks around at the crumbling bricks faces around her. This day will not be comfortable. There is no bed for her here. Damn it! This is not good. Not good at all. She knows the horrors will be out soon, and once they are awake, she has to be out of sight. Life has been hell since the horrors showed up. No one knows where they came from. They just turned up one morning and started murdering indiscriminately. Yeah. That was like some sort of monsters that went in an apocalypse. That's what I'm taking a guess. That was several years ago. Since then, the world has gone on to absolute shit. There's no safety anymore. No parents, no home. The only thing that Teddy can do is keep moving in the dark. Keep walking if she wants to stay alive. Teddy intends to stay alive. She is safe for now out of the dark. The horrors are completely blind to the blackness. She has seen enough of them to know their weakness. Probably they're only one. She looks into the sky. Is getting a rousing 10 and off in the distance is that worries her. So even though there are none of them around, she pick up the pace. Maybe she will be able to move a bit by daylight, and thinks maybe this time it won't be that bad. Teddy pushes against the thought. She knows better than most that there was no way around her. That if you are spotted, they attack, and they are ruthless. It is always bad. Teddy starts running. Teddy starts to run, making too much sound as she does so. The horse may not be able to see in the dark, but they can certainly hear. There is no longer, and it is no longer all that dark. Her mind is spinning. She has to find somewhere, and soon the approaching dawn scares her. She is almost sure that she will have to sleep out in the open. It's something she hasn't done in ever. When she spots it, she turns to the corner and stops dead. Her tracks. She can see an open door, leading into the welcoming darkness within. It's just a little way off from her, from where she is standing. Oh, thank God! Teddy runs double speed over her to the door, and ducks inside. She just as the first ray of daylight kisses the face of the building. Her head is reeling. She makes her way inside. The panic of her breath heavy, and her muscles aching. Teddy tries to steady herself, to take in her new surroundings. She didn't have a lot of time to survey the building from the outside. But now that as she is inside, she realizes just how much of a dump this place is. There is no trash strewn everywhere, and the dark molds has started to moving up the walls. It seems to Teddy that this place might even have been abandoned before the world went to hell. But the worst offender is the stench, which is mercifully absent and outside. There's nothing short of overpowering, combining something close to rotten eggs and yeast together into a mix, making her eyes water. I can't sleep like this. I can't sleep here. Teddy looks around, where the light has really started to stream in, illuminating the world. To the cold light of the early morning. She shakes her head. No, this will have to do. I should look around to get to know my home for the day. Oh, hello. Okay. So now we get to controller. That was a really long dialogue. So, from my understanding is the world has gone to shit thanks to some monsters you can only see in the daylight. Right? So without any further ado, there's moss growing on the side of the oil drum, which seems to be empty. Some of the edges of the moss are starting to go brown. Teddy passionately wonders if it's the sign of the season changing, but she doesn't know. Teddy has long ago lost track of how long has it been to run. She used to try to keep count of the months, so that she could know when's her birthday. When she realized that no one would be there to celebrate for her, she stopped caring. The only thing she keeps track now are the seasons. It is what type of food she can get from nature. I guess this is the only bit of nature I'm going to find here. Teddy gestures at the moss. even though there is no one there to whom she is talking. Even though Teddy giggles and turns away, there are other things here that needs to be investigated. Okay. So, I don't want to go there. So let's see. What's around here? Teddy approaches the double door that is leading beyond the first room. Her trepidation. She doesn't know what is beyond on this point, and not knowing he scares her. Is she safe? Has she checked everything? Does she even know where it is? She feels her belly rumbling, as if a beast has settled in her. Teddy closes her eyes. Takes a deep breath and runs through the checklist in her head. It's helped to keep organized, she tells herself. Come on, Teddy. You know this place. What was behind the other door? The sauna. A mess beyond belief. The source of the smell. Yeah. A mess beyond belief? Oh yeah. There's a total shit issue in there. Now she thinks about it. She realizes this was not where the smell was coming from. Still, it was messy as hell. Enough of that. Teddy squares off his shoulder. Is trying to tame the bee and taking lodging in her stomach. Whatever is beyond the doors can't be that bad, she tells herself. But it doesn't help. She hesitates. There's something she is forgetting. What was it about that chair? What chair? What chair? I haven't been anywhere near a chair. It never existed? Teddy looked around. There wasn't even a Pacific chair she was thinking of. She's sure that was there, but can't think of it now. Okay, just one more. She knows she's stalling, but the lid's calming her down. Like the bees in her belly, he is slowly being lulled to sleep. What was in the shopping cart? 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Candy wrappers and crap. It was empty. Maybe food and drink? Teddy doesn't remember. Maybe there was some food in there. Teddy almost wants to go back and have a look. Teddy turns around. Something was off about that list. She's not sure that she got everything down just right. Okay. So, I'm... Okay. Oh, so that's what... Okay. Teddy surveys the one-billion plate, and he seems random. But while looking around, she suddenly focuses on something. It is a chair standing here against the wall. Teddy looks at the chair, at first thinking of nothing of it. There is at least a dozen or so of them stacked in here. But as she approaches the chair, she gets an uneasy feeling, like she has seen it before. Get yourself together. It's a chair. It takes it a moment to realize why this chair is making her so uncomfortable. What it is about the chair that's making her knees. So I got me some water, because it looks like I'm going to do a lot of talking. Teddy looks at it again, and yeah, it's just like the one she used to have at home, before the horrors came, before the world went to shit. Teddy stands and for a while transfixed, as if she is waiting for the chair to jump up and attack her. What is this? Is this like prey? Are we facing those creatures that can like mimic objects? But the chair is not the memory. The memory's on. The chair is not the enemy. The memory's on. Okay, I am. She can't help the flashes is from flooding in her mind's eyes. The family is sitting down for dinner. Her mom placing the chairs on the table to clean. A birthday party, an errand fight around the table. The flashes come fast and work. The flashes come fast and hard, and Teddy, he can do nothing but stand there, staring at the stupid fucking chair. She has spent so much time on trying to forget, trying to stay back from the memory is what it used to be. That is how you survive. It is the only way that you survive. Teddy can feel her chest tightening. She was at war with herself. Will she allow the memories to win? No. That's a big harsh no. The hiss comes low and intense, and it's from the deep within her. It is enough. She is broken out of her spiral. Now is not the time, Teddy tells herself. She turns around. There is the rest of the room. Okay. So we saw the chair. Let's see. Anything here? Okay. Let me get a good look at this person. She has a mask. She has a very pink-esque mask. Okay. Teddy walks over to the shopping cart. It has been haphazardly stashed to the corner of the room. Yeah, another thing in the scene. Just should belong in a place like this. Alright. What do we have here? Nothing answers back, but dead silence. As if she was expecting an answer. That kind of would be creepy if she heard like a voice whispering to her. It's like, okay, what's here? There's nothing here. And not that she had expecting anything different. Her own voice had become the only companion that she has anymore. The only sound she ever hears. She talks to herself out of habit, more than anything else, as a way of breaking to constant silence that hangs over everything. They took everything when they arrived. Friends, family, home, everything. But after a while, when you have been in already, you start noticing in the little things they took. The things you didn't notice while grieving. The horrors that took the sound. Now leaving the world cold and silent. There is no music, no laughter, just you talking to yourself. Teddy bites the inside of her cheek painfully. Focus on what's in front of you. She finds discarded wrappers at candy bar. From a candy bar. A blank egg that has grown nasty molds of paint. Painted canister that is filled with dry paint. And she looks at the wrapper longingly. She used to love candy. Anything sweet, really. She would beg her parents for it any time they... No! Teddy shakes her head. There's nothing for her down the train. In the thought. Stay in the moment. Mutters to herself. Oh, bring in a moment a recipe. Of a truth. She turns away. From the shopping cart, disgusted with herself. She needs to move on. There's not. There must be other things in the room. Okay. There's the door. Then leads open the door to a messy room. Once again, she tries to figure out why anyone would put all these things in here. What was the point in any of it? She's too tired at the point to look through all of it. Maybe she'll do it next night. When she isn't so tired. Who knows? Maybe there's something in the mess. But right now, Teddy figures that she has seen everything she needs to. Okay. So what's interesting, it's like the last man on Earth. Oh, there's a what was it? A QR code? Is that what it is? A QR code? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything much here. Maybe there's a couch, she could sleep on that. But it's like the last man on Earth with Vincent Price. It's like the last man on Earth with Vincent Price, where he's pretty much like... It's like when you're in a matter of survival. When you're on survival, it's best to not think of the past. It's best not to have your emotions get the better of you. That's basically the only tactic of surviving, and this is basically it. It's almost like playing a video game event. Teddy quickly recalls the thought of home. Best not to think about it. Best to focus on the door in front of her. Okay, just one more. She knows she's stalling, but the list is calming her down. Like the bees in the belly. Okay, lol. What was in the shopping cart? Okay. Force of the Apocalypse. Yes. Day and one shopping cart each. Famine. It was doing really he's while blowing kisses. War is sitting in cross legs in a beauty. He pestering was shooting fireworks in his hand, and Ted was playing air guitar with his side. Yeah, that's right. And he turns around and something was off about that list. I'm sorry. I had to do that. Okay, let's get back here and do it all right. Okay. Myself home. And then, let's see. Empty wrap and a crap. Teddy's mouth waters as I thought the can she missed out on. Even if those rappers were several years old. Then her Teddy smiles to herself. Oh, that was the list. That was everything. She feels certain that she knows everything that in the room, and none of the poses any danger to her. Were they supposed to be any sort of danger? Taking a deep breath, she opens the door and walks into the next room. Walks into the room. Walks into this room. Answers any question Teddy he had about where the smell was coming from. The stench is foul, so bad that Teddy he almost turns away and walks straight out the door. But, however, she knows was better than that. Something could be lurking in here. Yeah, and it's still better to now. Still, she wishes that she didn't have to go further into a place where the very air seems to be assaulting her. There is no light in this room whatsoever. So Teddy, he has to feel her way around until her eyes adjusted to the darkness. Jesus, I thought we were over that. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Teddy takes another step into the darkness, willingly herself not to freak out. It takes a while for her to get used to the darkness, thanks to the small part of the fact that her eyes keep watering due to the smell. Where she finally does it, she's confused. That freaked me out because I wasn't expecting to hear that in the game. She is standing in a rather large, elongated room with a red steel pillar every few feet. The room is filled with all kinds of crap, ranging from old fridges, sporting logos, salt drink, to discarded furniture that have seen better days. Altogether, this place gets off the air of having been long abandoned. Isn't this nice? I've been giving her like my normal voice. I should be good. Well, isn't this nice? Kind of a thing. I'm gonna go with that. Her words echo through the hall and bounces back to her, as though ghosts are mirroring her sentiment. There are the horrendous smell and crap littered all over the place. Teddy has a hard time keeping her spirits up. Guess I better check this out as well. Teddy takes another step into the room without an enthusiasm or much hope. Okay. Oh, let's see. Anything here? No. Let's see. What's on this board here? Side of the camera immediately makes Teddy excited. For second. Whoa, what? Why did it change? Okay. She's given is that there is some kind of place that people keep their food. Ah, come on! The exclamation was a bit louder than Teddy. He was initially expecting it to be. She looked around nervously. No one is there. And still she chastised herself from getting her hopes up. I like to say castrated. Why would there be any useful in this damn closet? Only thing here are some stupid electronics. Teddy surveyed the assortments on why I think into the closet. The ironic thing is that some of these things in here are things that she would have has been very excited about finding. Teddy recognized a gaming console in there. Thinks back on the time when that would have meant a lot to her. a tool to alternative boredom. The laugh is hollow and humorless, but it feels good to let it out. The truth is, Teddy doesn't remember what it is like to be bored. The thing about fighting to stay alive is that you really don't have time to be bored. Every moment is tense. Every moment it is a struggle. Even when things are relatively quiet, there is always the worry. Teddy worries about her next meal. She worries about whether the horrors will catch her. And she worries for the simplest pressures of worry. None of these things will bring her joy anymore. But God, does she miss the boredom. She misses it so much. Okay. The clothes here. Clothes hanging. Teddy stops dead in her tracks as he spots us laundry hanging. Her heart sinks. If someone is here, this could complicate things. Teddy stands completely still for a moment, listening to the silence that hangs in the room. Ah, crap. Hello? No answer. Teddy stands up. Teddy stands still for a moment, and actually aware of how vulnerable she is in this moment. Is anyone there? Once again, the darkness answers with nothing but silence. Why do you do that? It makes me think something's about to happen. Teddy stands still for another moment, and every part of her clench is uptight. Eventually she lets her guard down. If someone was here, she would have heard. She walks over to the clothes, inspecting it. Parts of her are incredulous as to why anyone would hang in clothes here. Clearly the smell would ruin them. She holds a shirt out of her nose. It is bone dry and absolutely reeking. This must have been here for a while. Teddy steps back. She needs to check out the rest of the room. And this was not the only encouraging start. Okay, so I guess there used to be people here. Yeah, probably the same people who used to have stuff in here. Yeah, so, is that a gurney? Is that what I'm seeing? It looks like a gurney. There's a hole here. What is this? Home sweet home. Oh, great. I actually was reading like what you call it? Is it? I actually was reading on an article. I was actually reading on a webtoon comic. Teddy stands for a moment, not quite able to play his thing in front of her. Is it a bed? Nah, not quite. For one thing, it has wheels. For another, the mattress, which is overgrown with mold, is an odd angle. Is it? The words on the tip of her tongue frustratingly close. Is it a gurney? I'd like to say it is. The clouds surrounding her thoughts, processes lit as he finds the word. However, the word comes to a lot of questions. What would a gurney be doing here? The rest of everything makes some sort of odd sense, but this... Teddy stares at it a second and more, trying to wrap her head around it. These are supposed to be in the hospital, right? Silence that follows. The question, it doesn't give anything away. Teddy turns away. Hey, for the thing. He tried to ignore all the burning questions that she might never get the answer to. Okay, I guess we could move forward. Home sweet home. Home. Anything in here? No, that doesn't look like it. Okay, we can go around here. Yeah, but, okay. Alright, so... Looks like somebody's been counting. There definitely was somebody here to begin with. At the very back of the room, Teddy finds what could be described as an apartment and lousy one. Okay, is there a reason why you keep doing that? Is there a reason why you keep doing that? A lousy one, certainly, but an apartment. But all the same. A makeshift mattress has been set up to a tin box, acting on the bedside table, and a board with old office chairs that have been placed into the corner of the dining table. Okay, I thought everything just went quiet for some reason. The whole scene is kind of cozy, in a weird way. If it wasn't for the smell, Teddy would have liked this place. Teddy walks over the bed, expecting it. There is no dust covering. There's no dust on the cover. And there are provision stash ashes by the dinner table. Someone lives here. Whoever it is can't have left long ago. This worries Teddy. The last thing she needs is some sort of complication issues with an angry survivor. Teddy looks longingly at the provision, and she is so damn hungry. Her mouth is watering, as she has a hard time focusing on anything else. It takes a moment from hard concentration to get herself on track. This person lives here. What happened to them? The sun is out, and the horrors are not here. So either the resident got caught out there, or they're dead. Either way, Teddy will be gone by dusk, so it is not going to be her problem. She looks back at the food, tempted to steal something. Who would notice? It's survival. Let's take something. Teddy takes a tin of canned fish. It is for beneath the table. If whoever lives here won't buy, she reasons. The smell of the fermented fishes is mixed with the stench into the room around her. As she opens the can, Teddy doesn't mind. She chews a blob of it, with her finger, as swallows without chewing. It does not go down smooth, but food is food. She swiped her hand on her pads and said belched loudly. The sound echoed around the room. Teddy looks back over his shoulder. She is unsure whether or not there is much else to see here. I could go to sleep. We pretty much explored everything, so I think it's best that we go to sleep. Teddy yawns. Maybe tomorrow will be better. She might be able to get away from this industrial area to something nicer. She really wishes that she had a bed or something. She considered sleeping on the bed and in the stinky room, a name that she has given to the room with a red steel pillar. But that smell. It takes a lot of convincing to get her to sleep in there. Even with the apartment at the ready. Teddy walks into the entrance hall, props herself against the wall, and goes to sleep. Noon. Teddy pulls straight up, suddenly wide awake. What was that? She never sleeps deeply anymore. What? That part of her life is over. Now, she is always alert, even in sleep. She sits for a second, and craning her neck, is starting to figure out what woke her up. But nothing has happened. Her eyes start to droop, and she leans back against the wall once more when she hears it. It sounds like someone walking outside. I try not to make a sound. The way a child might sound tiptoeing into their parents' bed at night. Teddy listens carefully. She knows that sound, but hopes that she is wrong in her position. Screw this, we need to check this out. And it feels completely weird. Wired. Completely wired away, like she's never been before. She looks outside, high where the sun is shining down, mercilessly. If she spotted it now, it would be the end of her. Teddy gets up, making sure to make as little noise as she can. She doesn't know. She doesn't like this one bit. But what else can she do? She knees over to the door, her heart pounding in her throat, trying not to let her mind get the better of her. It's going to be fine. It's probably nothing. Teddy crouches is at the door, making sure that she is out of sight of anyone looking in from on the outside. She peers through the window, and her heart sinks through her chest. In the corner of the building, and it's just visible from her vantage point, she can see one of the horrors standing completely still. Teddy quickly ducks back down, out of sight. Not again. And not here. Teddy starts to hyperventilate. Teddy, she can feel her breath against her mouth. It's hot and moist. This is bad. This is really, really bad. This is bad. This is really, really bad. Outside, Teddy can hear the horror starting to move. The horrors have hard way of moving, like a snake ready to pounce. They will stand impossibly still for much too long, surveying their surrounding. Then suddenly move noiselessly from one spot to the next. This is it. That is, if they don't spot you. If they see you, they'll give a relentless pursuit, not stopping until they have you in their grasp. Teddy has Teddy has seen people try to outrun them, but there is no use. They're both faster and stronger than us. It always ends the same way, bloody and lethal. The only receipt is the night. Their behavior changes at night. They no longer move as they do during the day. They still react to sound, and they still give chase, but the night they move through wading through water. Each step deliberately but slow. You can outrun them at night. You can hide from them at night. You can get away at night. Night has become Teddy's solace, her safe zone. Oh, she feels vulnerable here. In the daylight, scared out of her wits. She peers through the window again, hoping beyond anything that it has moved on. It hasn't. It's standing in the corner of the building, craning its neck, as if listening to something. Teddy stares at it. Then they truly are terrifying. The horrors look like they were put together haphazardly by an uncaring God. Limbs randomly stuck where they don't belong, and features distorted into a wide, caricatures of normalcy. Teddy stares to feel sick. This always happens when she tries to look at them for too long. There is something about them and that remains unsettling. No matter how used to them you get. She slumps back down onto the concrete, unwittingly tossing broken glass at her feet. Fuck! Teddy goes cold. She can hear her heart beating against her chest so loudly that it threatens to bust out of her chest. That's wide open, and her palms have suddenly gone very clammy. She doesn't dare to look outside. But she can hear the soft pitter patter of the horror approaching the door. Oh shit! It stops, and Teddy can see the silhouette of the horror that casts a shadow on the concrete in front of her. Teddy can hear its low, methodical breathing as it stands just above her, looking into the building. The sounds remind of an engine winding down. Teddy feels her inside going completely liquid as moments drag on. It's standing in just above with a murderous intent. She knows that it won't eat her. They never do. They seem content to end lives for no other reason than the pleasure of it. Teddy stares at the shadow etched into the floor in front of her, willing it would move. Suddenly, Teddy hears a crash off in the distance. The horror immediately reacts immediately. Teddy sees that the shadow turns sharply. It lets out a low hiss and bolts out into the distance. Teddy sits for a second, froze and terrified to her core. She doesn't dare to move for fear it will come back. Get up! Teddy chides herself for being so weak. She needs to get up. She needs to hide and soon before it comes back. Teddy doesn't seem able to. Get up now! She whispers to herself. Barely audible. It starts to stretch her legs. Hey, she can do this, she tells herself. Teddy gets to her feet slowly. The peers out the window. The horror is gone. Having to give chase to whoever made the noise earlier. Teddy can feel the sweat inside her mask starting to drip from her face. It feels cold and calming in a way. I need to hide. Okay, where am I at? Where am I at in this whole thing? Okay. The broken... Whoa, we walked through that? Teddy looks at the door in the crowded room, which is still ajar from last night. It could be difficult, but if nothing else, then she'll be able to shut the door or lock the horror from the other side. Teddy takes a deep breath and walks inside. The place looks even worse than yesterday. In the cold light of day, there is dusk and cobweb covering every surface that Teddy can see. Not under the iota on the ground. Not the iota of the ground. It's not taken up by some useless piece of crap. There has... Oh god. Either sleep in here or there has to be something in here. I mean, it looks completely, ordered off. If she could climb into that little hole, if she could climb in there and just fall asleep, it's not like they'll be able to see her that easily, right? In my best judgment, survival, I'm gonna have to say there has to be something. Teddy looks over her shoulder. This can't be the only opportunity she has. She steps outside, ready to look something else. I'm gonna... Teddy takes a deep breath. This is not going to be pleasant, however. She knows that this is the only place that the horror will not be able to follow. Still, she is dreading the smell. It's even out here in the hallway is potent, and to say the least. Teddy takes a couple of deep breaths. There is a bed in there. Think about the bed. It attempts to calm herself down. Actually works somewhat to prospect into something comfortable. The sleep is nice. Still, Teddy stalls for another minute before taking in a deep breath and heading into the stinky room. Let's just sleep in the stinky room. However much Teddy has steeled herself is not enough, as the smell hits her like a ton of bricks. She has to remind herself what it is in a way outside to not run out screaming. You can get used to it. It is just a smell. Teddy knows that that this is bullshit. But she clings to the idea regardless. All it is the nose that the rest of the day is going to be hard. At least the dark is comforting. The reasons is she walks deeper into the stinky room and searches for the makeshift bed. Once at the bed, she lays down and untires her bed and tries her best to get comfortable. Well, it is better than the floor. She has to admit it, but not by much. Second night. Alright, we hit the second night. Teddy lies awake, staring at the darkness, willing to go to sleep to no effect. She is surprised at just how comfortable the bed is. Comfortably, she's not expected to find. And however, this did nothing to help her sleep. That smell. Teddy thought it would get better during the day. That would get used to it. She did not. The only thing keeping her from getting up and walking out through the hallway waiting outside. I should get up. Groggily, Teddy forced herself out to get up. She feels more tired than she has in a long while. Taking her time to grab her backpack and walk through the door or to the hideout and stops, staring into the blackness. She can see nothing out there. Nothing at all. She's having a hard time getting herself together enough to move on. Some evenings are hard like that. Even the weight of everything seems too heavy to carry. It's just standing up feels like a Herculean task. Teddy tries hard not to spiral. Not to think of all the people she'll never see again. All the places she can't go back to. All the things she has lost. The moment threatens to bury her alive. She lets it standing there, staring at the door. Everything suddenly feels too overwhelming to deal with. You need to leave. She tells herself over and over again, trying to will her leg into submission, but nothing happens. You need to leave. The tone gets harder, more firm, but nothing is happening. The grief and sadness have hold her. Now it seems that there's nothing she can do. She stares at the door in front of her. Starting to make her mind go blank. Hank, this is her final defense. And when the Emilius takes over, Teddy prefers nothing to sadness. Nothing helps her stay alive. The flash came so fast. That Teddy was unsure if she saw it at all. If it wasn't from the afterglow etched into her retinas, she wouldn't have believed that she saw anything at all. Teddy shakes her head with a refocus into the door. Whatever that is, it brought her away from herself. She stands up a bit. She stands up a bit more straight, trying to hone in on what she just saw. But whatever it was, it's gone now. Teddy shakes her head clear area of its cobwebs, and she has been standing there for a long time. This can't go on. She picks up her bag, which feeling remarkably light. She must be running low on supplies. She's just about to move when it happens again. The light is back. It is only there for a second, but that is long enough for Teddy to know that she did not make it up. The light is really there. Teddy takes a couple steps closer to the door. Whoever's making that happen is out there somewhere, but she can barely see in the darkness. Teddy ducks down and crawls the rest of the way out the door, making sure to be quiet as she can. She squats by the door so that her body is just below the window. You wouldn't be able to see her if you were looking from the outside. She peers out and her heart sinks. The horror is standing in the middle of the street, beyond the door. It is standing in the darkness, staring at a building. Its large, unseen eyes barely visible in the darkness. It seems to Teddy that it is staring right at her, but she knows better. They can't see in the dark. They can only wait for the light to reappear. The flashes confuse Teddy, but clearly, this didn't come from it. So where would they be coming from? Have they figured out how to conjure light? Height where there is none? That could mean true death. Teddy's staring into her spiral once more. Or when she sees the light again, coming from somewhere beyond the horror. It shines like a beacon in the blackness. It's gone almost as soon as it appeared. It takes Teddy a second to get up, to get used to the darkness again. But when she does, she notices that there is a shape, just beyond the horror. It looks smaller than normal. But it's clearly contrasted against the black night. The person once again and flashes the light. Right, and this time, the horror scene needs to take notice. It starts turning slowly into the direction of the visitor. Teddy freezes. She doesn't know this person, but she feels compelled to help. Still, the visitor could be dangerous, and it's high risk take. If the horror notices Teddy, that she's definitely dead. Teddy stalls all the while. The horror starts to move slower towards the visitor. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. So, what do I think? It is, it's pretty interesting, you know? There is a lot of backstory behind it, and I would be kind of interested on where it's going to be continuing forward. So, I will say there is a lot of words to it compared to Unsafe, where it is a bit more gameplay oriented. This one was like, you go to this area, then you start talking about it, and pretty much that's my minor complaint about it. But other than that, Ed, it is pretty interesting. I do like a lot of these reads. So without further ado, guys, if you want to check out this game, links are in the description below. So, hope you did enjoy, and thanks for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. up. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe and also ring that bell for any more notifications. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Later.